Yo, what up, people? It's your boy, the Laugh King, coming at you with a quick video. And I found this article interesting. I usually don't post a lot on articles and stuff like that, but with the lack of sports games and stuff that's been out there right now, this article is kind of hilarious to me because Andrew Wilson, the CEO of EA Sports, basically stated that FIFA on their game is basically 4 letters on the box. Because if you look at it, they have licensing deals with all these other companies that's within the game, but the game is called FIFA. So they've been paying for the FIFA brand license for pretty much 30 years, and basically he's stating that the game under FIFA, under the FIFA brand, was being held back by restrictions of the license. So that's another reason why they kind of want to get away from the license. Basically, Andrew Wilson stated that, I would argue that this may be a little biased, that the FIFA brand has more meaning as a video game than it does as a governing body of soccer. We don't take that for granted. We try not to be arrogant. We've worked really hard to try and make FIFA understand what we need in the future. Basically, he wants to add a lot more different types of modes and different types of games and basically in the game. So I don't know if FIFA approves of the FIFA arcade and all that stuff in the game. Maybe they just put it in there because it's something that players can do other than just the 11 versus 11 and the ultimate team stuff. Because a lot of the times sports games now, especially nowadays, we complain a lot about the games having less features and stuff like that, but until we actually go into the contract and see what the languages are in the contract, then we can assume that some of the changes that can't be made in the game is due to the language in the contract. For instance, NBA Live, a lot of us wanted Legends in Play Now, but I'm guessing within the contract states that it could only be available in Ultimate Team. So that's why you can only get those players in Ultimate Team. 2K has a different kind of approach where they have Legends and stuff all in Play Now. They have all-time teams. NHL has the same thing, but they have those licensed strictly for certain modes. So I'm guessing the reason why sports games have been so lackluster is because of the languages in the contracts. Like right here, he says, our players tell us they want more cultural and commercial brands relevant to them in their markets deeply embedded in the game, brands like Nike. But because FIFA has a relationship with Adidas, we are not able to do that. So basically, FIFA has put a lock in and put EA in a box just to promote, what their properties are. And to me, I think that's stupid because when you have games like 2K, they got a whole bunch of different brands. Hell, even NBA Live had different brands in the game. So maybe that's because, the NBA is affiliated with, all these different brands. And, EA can go out and create different relationships with other brands like Mitchell and Ness, those type of brands. To me, what this is saying is that in the future, maybe for future EA Sports titles, EA Sports games, that they might stray away from, deals with the NBA, deals with FIFA, deals with the NHL, and try to deal directly with like players associations and other type of brands. When you look at stuff like this and that's coming on articles about FIFA, it makes you wonder why there hasn't been a lot of changes in some of these other games. So they always come out and say that they have great relationships with such and such, but do they really? Right? Because if you're bound by language in a contract, then that puts your game in a box and you can't make any improvements that would actually help benefit the gameplay and stuff like that. Like if they I remember EA had I think it was NBA Live 18 where Draymond Green had like a technical foul or something in the game. They had to take it out. They had to take a whole bunch of stuff out of the game. So they can't put fighting in the game. So certain things in the language in the contracts that they don't want people to have. They don't want the game developers to put in their game. Our players tell us they want more modes to play, different things beyond 11 versus 11, and different types of gameplay. I would tell you it's been a fight to get FIFA to acknowledge the type of things that we want to create because they say our license only covers certain categories. Again, like I've been saying, it feels that EA is going to probably start straying away from these type of licenses and try to deal with certain licenses individually because, like I said, it feels like they're being put in a box. And being put in a box, especially now in 2022 with the way these games are, it's making the old games look a lot better than, these new games. Could also be other stuff, but when you're just looking at it from this perspective, you're just like, man, these games have really been in a box and really been hindered by, contractual obligations, and it's kind of stupid, right? It should be about what the players want in the game. Lastly, the exec claimed that FIFA license was also stopping EA from being agile as it would like to be adding new features and content to the series. Players are telling us they want to move really quick. We want you guys doing stuff fast. In order to do that, we need to a level of freedom to be truly creative, innovative, and experimental in the marketplace. Because the nature of the approved timetable and various things around the FIFA license, that's been really hard, and we're moving much at a slower pace than we want. So in the end, I feel like they should just get rid of all these licenses and just try to get players into the game. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the college football games and if there's a college basketball game, because they're not calling it NCAA, they're calling it college football, because that's going to be telling for a lot of, the future EA Sports games in general. So I can't wait till EA Play. Hopefully EA Play showcases something or announces something, because it's, like I said, this is very interesting because EA doesn't want to be put in the box anymore, and they feel that they can make a lot more money by being more innovative. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that. What do you guys think about this article? I'll leave it down in the description, and catch you guys on the next one. But this is telling of a lot of things that's been going on, all these contractual obligations that that has been going on for the last how many years. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, peace.